Hi everyone, my name is Anand and I'm going to be playing a game of Dawn of Man as an attempt to showcase how this game works. I'll not be playing a full game because this is a strategy civilization builder game and it takes a really long time. I'm fairly new to it as well, and I've been sort of clocking up about 10 to 15 hours of gameplay in one single game, and it's been good. And I thought it'd be good to sort of do a game where I start from scratch and show you how it develops. Maybe I'll be doing for about 20 to 30 minutes of gameplay so that you can have a look at it. Alright, so let's start with a new game here. I'm going to choose something called as a free play, and I'm going to choose the easier of the options, which is called Continental Dawn. Let's get started. So I click on Continental Dawn. It gives me a location selection and some features that I can customize. In this case, I'm going to select a settlement name, which I'm going to call as Youtubia, because this is going to live on YouTube. I'm going to select a forest river location because I'm curious about having access to water and also lots of trees for my forest. The game mode, there are sort of different options. So I'm going to choose a normal one, unlimited save games, games that can be paused, other tribes which sort of match your technology, normal amount of raiders, not too much, and reduced animal aggression. We don't want it to be too difficult in the first setting. And I'm going to start with what I call as not a settled but a nomad setting. So there are two settings basically, which is settled and nomad. In nomad, you start with no structures but with extra resources, and you can choose your own location in the map as to where you can settle, which I found to be interesting and useful. All right, so let's get started. Into Continental Dawn in a forest river location about roughly 12,000 years ago, in the civilizational dawn of humanity. Let's get started. I really like the graphics and the storytelling in this. You get to see how you progress to different levels through these visual screens. And what I really like also is that there are some small customizable, um, uh, sorry, not customizable, small curated tips that the game throws at you, and they are also customized to the level that you're at in the game. So in this one, it's very basic. So it's the first game and it's the very start. So it's telling you you can customize the panels at the top of your screen by clicking on the plus button next to them. So something as simple as that. Okay, let's get started. All right. So there we are. We are in a forest river location. As you can see, there's a river here, and we are in a hilly banks of the river, and you can see a lot of forested area over here as well. Just zooming back to our central location, these are our nomads. We have 7 of them, and what's interesting is you'll see that each of them has a name, an age. So Trovek is an old man here. There's a child, Kargek, who's a boy, and Kand, an adult woman, so and so on. So it's sort of personalized to customized to each of these people as well. All right, now the way I sort of start off is I like to put it on what I call as primal vision, which is this, and I press the tab button to get there. Now this sort of puts the gameplay on pause, but what it does beautifully is it sort of reveals, it gives you a little bit of time to sort of understand what's happening and where you're situated and what resources you have access to. So I like to look at this. Of course, you can not do this, but I tend to start off by looking at what's happening. There's some emmer plant here. There are lentils. There's some einkorn. There's a megalith nearby. And then there are some animals over here. I can see some deer. It's an ibex, sorry. cherry tree, some more monoliths and flint rock. It's a good place, but let's look a little bit more around the area. See, if you look at this, so this is a nice place where you have started, but if you pan around and sort of look at how it looks in different parts of the map, you can sort of see the terrain. And just across the river here, if we go, this seems to be a little bit more of an interesting terrain, more open space, like this part over here, and mountains and the river, which is also nearby. Just across the river is where we've come. And there is a good forest covering over here, and then there is this sort of, area where you can probably set up your settlement. Um, what else? What else? What else do we need to look for? There is, of course, tin and different kinds of metal mines and deposits that you can find, um, which will be useful as we advance. We are still in the Stone Age right now. These mountains are good because I usually tend to build some watchtowers so that it gives you sort of, visual for raiders who might be coming. But what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go upriver a little bit. Let's just see what's upriver and if there is anything interesting. There's a confluence over here. Okay, so there's another river flowing northeast, if I could call it, and then one which is going northwest. That's interesting. Um, okay, so this area seems to be also a good place, but I don't see a lot of animals here. That's strange. Anyway, let's get back to where we came from. Yeah, one of the things you need to be careful of in this is you it can tend to be um, difficult to navigate back just based on your um, uh, the movements on the terrain, because if you lose it, then it's a huge landscape and you can just get lost and not know and keep going in circles. So there's an easy key, which is the enter return key, which will bring you back to your base. Okay, a quick scan downstream. Interesting. So there's a lot of open banks and areas which I like. And now that I see this, I see that this piece of land is actually like an island between the two rivers. So as you can see, the river goes up. So let me show that again. The river goes up there, and then you find this going up the river tributary which goes northeast. And then if I turn back and go south, assuming that is south, um, I see that the other river tributary is coming back here. So this is interesting, because in some ways we are therefore on a kind of a island, which might be useful later on as we um, keep progressing and we encounter a lot more. Now, there you can see I have sort of navigated to an area where I'm not entirely sure where I am, um, and can get lost. So I'm just going to hit enter, and there I was. Okay, okay. So enough of sort of looking around. It's time to get started. So I'm going to um, sort of zoom into these people, and let's sort of go here, and maybe we change our orientation. Sorry, yeah, we are going to change our orientation, go back up. All right, this um, yes, that's what I wanted. So I wanted to zoom out and go back up the screen a little bit so that we can see what's happening. All right, and with that, let's get started. This is a good view. You have the view of the river, you have the view of the people. Of course, you can pan and do that later on, but let's get started. So the first thing, I don't, okay, sorry, I should have been clear. I don't want these guys to navigate anywhere right now. I'm going to keep them where they are. But what I'm going to do is, while still in tab mode, I'm going to build our first um, sort of stuff, which is a hearth. I'm going to put it down somewhere in the center over here. We need a hearth. Can I go a little further in? Yeah, probably. I'm going to go put my hearth, which is the center of my civilization. First center of my civilization over here. A hearth is important because that's where people gather and socialize and so on. So that's very important. But a few huts um, in terms of where they can sort of set up their establishment is important as well. And I like to put the hut to face the hearth. One over there and another one over there, and maybe a third one as well over there. So we have 3 huts, a hearth to begin with. And before we get started on the game in some ways, because we are in tab Primal Vision still, I like to set up some work areas. So what people need are some basic resources. They need to collect sticks. So you can see these things over here, sticks. So you can set up a work area for them to collect sticks. And I'm going to make it smaller, or maybe a little bigger. Yeah, so this much. Are there other sticks there? Okay, so let's make it a little bigger. So this is a work area. And then I'm going to also set up a fishing work area. Now this can be tricky because sometimes, there you go, it's yellow. So let's make it bigger. Yeah, fishing area for them. And they will start collecting fish. And of course you need flint. Because without flint you can't sort of get your hearth started, I think. So I'm going to set up a flint area, and then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to also set up a hunt area. Now for the hunt you need to be careful because you don't want them to go and hunt in a place where there are a lot of dangerous animals, which they can just get killed. Okay, maybe I'll come back to the hunt a little later. I don't see a lot of animals nearby. Hunting is absolutely important because in this civilizational game, you definitely need skin and leather and stuff like that. So maybe I will put a hunting area down here. The other thing I'm going to do, so we've done sticks, we've done flint, we've done hunt, we've done fish. We need to collect some wild plants. And I remember there were some wild plants over here which can act as food. So I'm going to put that down here. And then finally, I'm going to have to collect some stone. Now, where are the stones? So there's a stone deposit over there. So I'm going to place a work area to collect some stone over there. Now, before I get anywhere further, I'm going to click to my work areas tab. You can use the hyphen button to get that. And then I'm going to set limits. So for the fish, I think food is going to be important to begin with. So let's have 2 people and let them collect up to 20 fish. This is very early, so 25 fish. Then for the hunt, I'm just going to put 1 person here. Not going to increase too much. For the foraging, which is going to be a little bit more safer, maybe 2 people. Remember, we have only 7, out of which 1 is a child, so we won't get too much happening there. We can't over engineer our resources. For sticks, I think sticks are going to be critical, so we're going to get 3 people, and same with flint as well. So I'm going to get 3 people. Now, you don't have so many people to begin with, but they will sort of distribute the work amongst themselves. And then finally, for stone, let's start with 2. All right, I think we are set up. And let's get started. So there you go. So you have your folk. They come with some mentioned resources. So they're taking it to their hearth, and they're gonna sort of keep it over there. Now, one of the other things that you should have is a storage tent. Now, I forgot about the storage tent. I usually set up a storage tent early because otherwise food can go bad. So a storage tent always helps. So I'm going to place a storage tent over here, and I'm going to just make it high priority. So that they prioritize that. Now, this is gameplay at its slowest, or the normal pace. So just to speed things up a little bit, I'm going to increase the gameplay for a minute to game speed of 8, where you will start seeing people running around a little bit further. Now, what you see here is, as you can see, there are people who are going to the flint mining. There are people who are going out to sort of capture, and someone's already gone and hunted an ibex already. There you go. They've gone and done that. It's good that we selected sort of an area where there isn't too many dangerous animals. So we've done that. It started to rain. Okay, now you've acquired some sticks. So as you go along, you will start seeing that you can see your information areas over here. So you've collected knowledge, which is important to progress your technology, and the number of people. So without any huts, you don't have any capacity for more. All right, and then someone must be down here fishing as well. So good. So it's progressing. And they've built the storage hut. Very good, because that was on priority. I think next we should make the hearth the priority. And maybe one of these huts is the priority as well. Ooh, they've hunted a boar. Wonderful. What happens very soon is, I think you will need to also have a skins dryer. You'll need to start drying and sort of preserving skin from the animals that you hunt, because that becomes important in terms of being able to create clothing. So I'm going to put a skin dryer over here. After a skin dryer, a crafter somewhere over here will also be useful, because a crafter allows you to churn out a few important production items. In the meanwhile, you also need a place to store your stone and your flint. So I'm going to create a stone pile over here and a wood pile over here, and I think this was a rock pile. Oh, I have created 2 wood piles. I'm sorry. I'm going to create a rock pile over here as well. Maybe I can create it here. Yeah. Oh, that's. Oh, there's a cave hyena attack. Oh no. What I do in this case is do a defensive call, where everyone will come over here or run away. Okay. We need to be safe from that cave hyena. This guy here, where is he gone? He is attacking our people, so we need to be careful. How strong is he? Okay, now that we have 3 people, maybe we should go and attack him and get rid of him. Okay, that's good. So all these will give you knowledge, which is very useful. So we built a hut. I don't think I managed to put down a rock pile, so let me do that properly. rock pile right over there. Okay, now these trees, tree cutting is still not there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a look at my technology. Now, these are all my initial technologies that I can do. So what do I have? A bone tool. I can make slings, which is required for archery. I can food drying. Yeah, I think food drying is the most important of the first things that we need. So we're going to unlock food drying to begin with. So once you have food drying unlocked, you can look at it. You can produce cured meat, dry fish, which are necessary for the winter. Okay, I'm going to increase my game speed a little bit so that we hurry up. And the hearth still needs 2 stone. And I don't think they have prioritized stone. Interesting. We need composite tools for that. All right. So a milestone has been unlocked. What's a milestone? So when you unlock hunting and gathering, so you hunt and you gather the stuff, it's a milestone that has been unlocked. Nice. Oh no, Mahrak has contracted an infection. I guess he's been going further away trying to find food, and that's what's causing him. Oh, he's taking a scenic route. He's going all the way up there somewhere. Maharak, be careful, buddy. Okay, back to our settlement. So they've built a hut, they've built this thing, and you can start seeing here in the skins dryer. So raw skin is available, and continuous production of stuff from raw skin to dried skin is going on, which is very good. Oh no, we need burials now. The morale goes down when someone dies. Maybe it was Marak, so we need to be careful. And what they need is some burial equipment, burial areas. So we go to spiritual. It's not yet been unlocked, so funerary. So we need to quickly progress. But before I go to burial, I know it's important. I'm going to make composite tools, because without composite tools, we're going to really struggle. Mouflon has been hunted. Very good. So a mouflon has been hunted, and this hunter is really good. Getting skin and bone. He's even crossed the river. Has she? Who's this? Yeah, Karzak, adult man, has crossed the river and gone there. Okay, where are we? There we are. Can I get them to do some stone? I don't know why they're not doing stone. Okay, so for this, I am going to stop them from hunting and instead get them to do some stone. We need stone, because stone, we're going to be stuck. I think we have food. We have some berries, we have some sticks, we have flint. Let's get some stone, guys. I know why it's not happening. They don't have the equipment yet. How dumb of me. Alright, so continue hunting. Ooh, what did I do? Continue hunting, guys. And let's come back. Okay, now as we progress, there's a wood pile over here. I think my stone pile is somewhere over here as well, which is good. They're building their second hut now. Very good. A trader has arrived. Ooh, trader. Where are you? What have you got for us? You got some logs. Interesting. And your trade commission is low. Okay, I'll buy some logs from you. I might even buy bread and some fish. Okay, I don't have much to trade, so I'll give you flint. And maybe a couple of bones. One more flint. Yeah, okay. Perfect. That's very good. Thank you, trader. Keep coming. Oh, they're building the crafter. Excellent, excellent. Now, the storage hut is critical because that's where they store the food and it doesn't rot otherwise. Oh, see, the resource has decayed, the berries. So, you know what? I'm gonna stop them from collecting any food right now. We don't need. So we're gonna make this such that there's only one person, if at all, collecting anything over here. And we're going to come back. Crafter has been built. Excellent. So in the crafter, you can sort of, craft your skins outfit, but you can also make the pie face. So I'm going to set up some continuous production of these different tools, which are important. Okay, let's see if we can get any more tech. Composite tools, dog domestication, leather tanning, composite tools. We need composite tools to be able to do a lot of stuff, so let's do that. Clothing. Yes, clothing is important. As it becomes winter, you need to have clothing, or else people are going to face some challenges. They need shelter and they need clothing, so it's good that they're building. We need to build a hearth for sure. Okay, can they start mining? Yes, mining has started now, as you can see, because composite tools have been unlocked. Mining is possible, and it's winter, guys, and it's getting cold. We have no picks. Oh no. Okay, so where do we get picks? We get picks in the crafter. So I'm going to make some picks. We need some picks, and we need some flint spears, a couple more picks, some bone harpoons, some pie faces, wooden spears, and wooden harpoons. All of them are needed. Okay, now we need 2 more stone, and what I'm going to do therefore, I'm going to increase the stone mining bunch. We need some more people doing that, because without stone you can't build a hearth, and without hearth things are going to get cold. Okay, this is going good. Now I think there are a few animals over here, so let's go to our hunting, and let's actually remove this as a work area, and instead let's do a hunting area which is closer to home, maybe in this area. So if I expand it like this, so anything that comes in this, any animals that are in this area are going to be hunted. And in this hunting I'm going to give it 2 people. Now the workload is really high, but this is normal in the early stage. There's lots of active tasks, pending tasks which need to be done, and people need sort of support. But hey, I think we're getting there. We've got 1 stone, there's some flints being mined over here, and we can now start cutting down trees, make some space for ourselves over here as well, because trees will give you logs, some space and some visual space for you to see. Another stone quarry over here. Okay, let's wait a little bit, and there you go. We have 2 stones that are needed, and dry skin, knowledge. Let's come up. And I really want this to be prioritized. So there you go. He's going to put some stone into the hearth, and soon we'll have the hearth being built. Excellent. There you go. Now we have some reindeer that have walked in over here. Now, as you can see, the mood is pretty low, and very soon I will need to unlock some of the funerary rituals to ensure that they're able to regain their morale. But in the meanwhile, I'm going to create some spiritual stuff, like a skull pole. So so that they can regain their morale around. The hearth has been built. Excellent. The hearth has been built. Let's make some bread. If we it needs grain processing. Not yet ready. Okay, cool. So we have our folk up to their work. Let's prioritize this a little bit so that you guys can regain your what can I say, your morale. Ooh, excellent. A couple of new humans have joined the settlement, so we can actually get space for one more person. That's going to help with workload, I'm sure. There you go. A skull pole has come up. They're building it, and soon after that there will be people, as you can see, recovering their morale over here, and this morale will go up, which is very, very important. Okay, so time to upgrade technology. Now I'm gonna do funerary rituals so that we can get some burial mounds and increase in spirituality, which is important. Great. Now that we have that, let's also look at our building schedule. What else can we do? So we can't build anything else here. In terms of storage, we are maxed out. We've built a storage tent, we've built a wood pile, we've built a rock pile. Production. Food dryer, skins dryer. I think I've only put down a skins dryer. Now let's put down a food dryer as well, because that will be necessary soon. So I'm going to put it right next to the storage tent over here, a food dryer. And we have a crafter already. Now the food dryer allows you to cure meat, etc., which is very important. There you see there's a big bear. We need to be careful. Mouflons have been escaping, which is okay. Oh no, don't get attacked. Don't get attacked. Okay, that's good. Wild donkey has escaped as well. What can you do? You need to be faster. Okay. Wild donkey has been hunted. Excellent. Now I am going to just check my fishing, because I see here that I have 4 fish and some raw meat and cured meat, which is good. Let's see if we can increase some fishing a little bit. Maybe fish is good. I'm going to cut down this. It's not yet been cut. This tree is also set up for cutting. Good, we can do that. I think it's just that they're prioritizing other stuff. So you've got a crafter here who's doing work continuously. Very good. And then the hearth is now the place where they have warmth. Let's prioritize this. We need 10 sticks. Okay. Now sticks are a little bit interesting, because if you don't collect them, you can't do a lot of things. It might seem like, why am I going to go and collect sticks of all things? But in the primeval societies, sticks were absolutely important, because they were a source of fuel. So to do that, I'm going to just check out where are these sticks. I can see some sticks easily lying around over here. So because I think this area where we had put in a stick collection has sort of been utilized, if I could call it. So alright, let's go there and let's change this stick collection. We have 3 people and not much sticks, so I'm going to remove this area, and instead I'm going to place a stick collection area somewhere over here. As you can see, there are lots more stick over here, but we need to be careful because there are some wild animals in this place. Alright, sticks. So let's put 3 people to go over there. Okay, so we've got some sticks. Now, they're building the food dryer as well. See, that's the problem. Cured meat has decayed. That's not good. We don't want to waste food. So what's happening here? So there is raw meat and raw fish, which is being dried out. They're cutting down trees now. Excellent. Gives us a little bit more visibility and space of what's happening. Reindeer has escaped. Okay, very good. I think we're making good progress. A trader has arrived. Yes, Mr. Trader, what you've got? Ah, you got some tanning, but no, I don't want to do. I'll unlock it myself. Logs, pulses. Okay, let's get some pulse from you. Your commission is high, so I won't get too much from you. Maybe I'll give you a flint. Okay, go away. I don't like you because you have very high commission. Alright, what's happening next? So what's all this? There's some crafter who's got a lot of stuff here. Very good. So wood pile and stuff is getting filled up here as well. Nice. This is another wood pile. And then there is a stone pile a wild donkey has escaped in. We're in fall. We need to be well prepared for our upcoming winter. So let's take a look at our resources. So we have 3 raw meat, 2 cured meat, some fish and some fish. It does look a little shaky. We'd like to have more cured food available to survive the winter. I am also going to see if we can get them to collect anything else. Mud and water cannot be collected yet. Okay. So I'm going to make them cut down some trees around this area, because that's a useful way to get some more, and maybe this part as well. Let them start that side. Okay, time to build another hut, because if people need to come and sort of, stay back with us, we need housing. And this would be a good place, right around the hearth. Let's build that hut over there. Storage tent still has capacity, which is very good. It's raining. And I just wanted to show you that, there's another interesting view here. So we can select this person. Hey, stop running. Okay, there you go. Trovek, who's right now recovering his morale. I can look into what he's doing by zooming in the camera around him. And Trovek's done recovering his morale and he's off to do his work. Where is Trovek going? It seems to be the Trovek's crossing. Ah, he's drinking some water. And he's back now. This is a wonderful place to live, looks like. Lots of greenery, a little house. There you go inside, food drying. Then you've got a stick, and where are you going? Are you going hunting, Trovek? Yes. Ah, hunter. Running behind. Okay, reindeer has escaped. Now Trovek's swimming. Very nice. So this gives you a sense of the macro, but also the micro. Ah, who's this? Okay, so Trovek's back. Maybe his mood was not so good because he couldn't hunt. Okay, back to this view that I sort of like. Maybe a little bit more. Then let me go here. All right. Okay, so we're back into winter season and we've acquired knowledge. Let's go and see what we need to. I think leather and tanning is the next important one. So I'm gonna unlock leather tanning. Tanning unlocked. Very good. Now we can build what is called a tanner, which is this. And I'm going to put the tanner behind the huts over here, or behind the storage hut over here. Now the tanner needs 3 sticks and a few logs. I think we have it. So let's prioritize this and build it. It helps you convert the skins into leather, which is needed for cold weather. Oh, perfect. Tanner is built. There you go. So you can see that you can start collecting, you can start creating leather. You also need tannin, which can be collected from, wolf attack. Where's the wolf attacking us? Oh my goodness. These 2 wolves are slow for Turan. Okay, the wolf attack has passed. Yes, so this was how life was. A new human. Excellent. Welcome, new human. Who are you? Where are you? Is this you? Turan? Ah, population has reached 10, which gives me knowledge. Very good. Okay, I'm going to now unlock sling making, which is useful. Now, what does this make? It helps me make slings, which are useful in hunting. So I go to the crafter. I can make a few slings. I'm going to set up continuous production. And here we go. There are some leather being created as well. Those wolves that we slaughtered must be useful. Some logs here. Yep, things are progressing. It's slow, so let's speed it up a little bit. Increase the game speed. And yeah, so while this is going on, I just wanted to show you how you can monitor what's happening. So you can go into the Manage tab and you can look at various different things. You can look at your stats. So this indicates welfare, 83%, doing well. The prestige is not high, so that can be improved. And soon as we build more buildings, it'll increase. So there's total population of 10, housing for 12. It gives you a sense of the 3 children, so 7 working adults. You haven't domesticated any animals yet, and you don't have any attachments. In terms of your resources, this gives you a snapshot. I think we're doing okay for our people here. What I really like is the limits. Now, this is really useful because this gives you a sense of how many items do you want them to prioritize. So what I tend to do is I go and say 50% of your population needs meat. I mean, if you have, sorry, 150. So you want to store a little bit more than the number of people you have. So if you have 8 people, 10 people, you'll have 12 units. And similarly, fish as well. A little bit more, because that is a useful way, I think, to ensure that you have the right amount of stuff. But remember, the more you set it up, the more workload is going to increase. So you need to be careful that you don't overburden people. So bread, I think at this stage, 20 is good enough. This is what we need. Now, sticks, I think we need more. So I'm going to make it maybe 50. Then log also. These are essential resources. Flint and stone. And bones as well. And maybe even the skin. Let's do this. This is a big increase, guys, in terms of big increase in um, workload. So maybe I'd be a little bit more practical actually and reduce it. Yeah, 40. We don't have so many that we need so much. Okay, all right. So that's the limits. Milestones, defense, techs. Then there are these other things. So you can look at domestic animals. You don't have any right now. This charts. So how's your food going? Straw you haven't collected yet. Population is increasing. Domestic animals are not there. Workload, you can see how it's sort of fluctuating. Activity, what each of them is doing. Karzak is idle. Kand is crafting a sling. Turan's going to the skull pole, going to IMAG. Idle, woodpile, and so on. So you can see what people are doing. Most of them are performing some tasks, which is good. Knowledge progress. So we've made progress. We've built huts. We've built storage tents. We've built a hearth. We're doing crafting. All this is good. We've hunted a few. So if we hunt more, we get more knowledge, but we need to be careful not to hunt something that can kill us. And then resources. We've acquired a lot of resources. So I think this gives you a sense of what else you need to do to sort of, keep learning and building your knowledge. Structures, we have 4 huts, 4 storage, 5 production, a couple of spiritual, good, which means that we need to probably get some funerary at this stage. Megaliths and work areas. Alright, so let's focus on funerary next. I think we've unlocked funerary. So I'm gonna go and build a burial mound. I usually put my burial mounds up top. And let me prioritize this because it's important. Great. So once the burial mound is done, we will have a few people whose essential rights will be covered. We've survived the winter. Excellent. And we have more knowledge. Ah, milestone. Survival. There you go. My settlement, Youtubia, is surviving and we've crossed a milestone. Excellent. So there you go. They're building a funeral mound, which is soon up. Very good. Funeral mound is up. That gives a lot of stuff. Okay, so I only have 2 more tech to be unlocked. One is dog domestication, which will be useful because they help in hunting. So I'm going to unlock the dog domestication. A trader has arrived. What do you got, trader? I think your commission is too high, so I'm not really looking forward to buy anything from you. But maybe some. I have everything. Sorry. On your way. Cured meat. Very good. We've got cured meat. A boar has escaped. Dog domestication. Now dogs will slowly come and you can domesticate them. Very good. What's this? This is a boar. This is a small pig. Okay. The trader has arrived again. Very good. Trader, where are you going? Okay, that was the old trader. Some stone then. Then we have a funeral mound here. The storms are coming. Need to be careful. Sticks have been collected. Very good. Where are you doggies? Doggos, are you coming? Shelter. I promise not to make you harm. Okay. Tanner is doing leather. I think we don't have tannin yet, so we won't be able to get any oak. Yes, collect tannin. Oak trees allow you to collect some tannin, which is necessary to be able to produce leather. So let's collect some tannin. Very good. There you go. So tannin is here, and then with tannin you can soon start collecting and making leather. I like to put in some of the other stuff. Usually I have it as attachments, but food chart. So this gives you a sense of how your food levels are. You need to be above the median, which is good. Or your straw chart is not needed now, but food chart is good. Workload chart, okay, not bad. So food chart is a good one to have. Okay, maybe we need to build some spiritual stuff. Maybe another skull pole. Over here. We got enough stick and logs, which is good. I think, you know what, I'm gonna build another food dryer, because what I tend to see happen is the food dryer, the more you have the better. And we have 1 hearth. Maybe we need a skins dryer as well. because again, it's good to ensure that you have enough of what you need. Okay, Birch, come on. Very good. The doggos haven't come yet for us to domesticate them. Ah, there you go, the birch tree is being cut. Reindeer. Ah, I can hear a doggo. Woof, where is it? Okay, trader has arrived. Trader, what you got? I am going to get some tannin from you. 4, and I'm going to give you maybe buy some meat and give you 1 skins outfit. Okay, off you go. Alright guys, so there you go. That was a quick introduction to the game. Before I get to new human was born, I think we need to increase our storage capacity. I think this is full. No, this is okay. This is okay as well. I think it's this one. Yes, the storage tent is full. So let's build another storage tent. I'm going to put one somewhere over. Can you put because I can't. Okay, I'm going to put one here. Perfect. And let's prioritize it. Doggo. Very good. There's the doggo. See, the wood piles are filling up because people are cutting wood and collecting stone. Okay, alright. With this, I am going to pause this. Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of it. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna call it Youtubia 1. Okay. Bye bye guys.